Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. For those who don't know who the heck I am, my name is Danny Matthews, and today we're going to be talking about keyframe. So you're probably wondering, what the heck am I wearing on my head? Well, first of all, it's an upside down visor, and I love it, so judge me all you want. Maybe you want to take into your style too, it's up to you. Anywho, today we're going to be talking about keyframing and After Effects, specifically just keyframes. I'm going to break that down in Adobe After Effects, that way you guys will have the best understanding of keyframes and what they are, and I'm going to give it to you in a very simple manner. I made a video about it a little bit ago. I kind of overviewed all of After Effects and touched on keyframes, but I really want to just focus on keyframes, especially because a lot of people have a hard time understanding what it is and how to use them effectively. So go ahead and jump into After Effects. My layout is going to look a lot different than yours. Over here on the left we have the timeline, which most of you might have it on the bottom. Over here we have our preview window, and then in here I have my project panel. This is going to be holding all of our assets in here. So I already went ahead and created a composition to fit for my footage. If you don't know what keyframing is, it's these little stars right here that indicate that there has been a change in the property that has been altered. So the property that we're changing right now just happens to be position. You can really change any property, whether it's an effect, whether it's a transformity property, or audio, or whatever that looks like. But these keyframes right here signify that something has changed, that has been altered, whether it's position and it's been switched around, or it's the same. There's going to be a keyframe here. So just to start you off with simple keyframing and what it looks like, go ahead and click on your stopwatch and it will bring up your keyframe. Right here we have our first one here because we started our stopwatch, and you can go anywhere on the timeline and enter another keyframe by right here clicking on the diamond add or remove keyframe. This is gonna add a keyframe right here, and here we can then alter what we want to do in our footage. And as you go back and watch what you just did, slowly does a gradual change over to the other point. So as you can see, the clip moved just a little bit to the right because that's what I told it to do. So if you ever want to change any of these keyframes, you can go to one or the other and then go over to your property and just change it to whatever you want it to be. This goes for any type of keyframe. If you were to add scale, you go ahead and add your keyframe by hitting your little stopwatch, and then go over to another place on the timeline and add another keyframe. Then you can go ahead and alter that keyframe to what you want it to be, and you can watch what your result is. As you can see, very simple. So now we're going to go over any effects, and it's going to be the same exact concept, but I want to show you guys what that would look like. So say we go over to our luminetry, and we want to go from color to black and white. So I'm going to reset our transformity properties, that way it's in the middle. And what we're going to do is under your clip, after you hit your little caret, there's going to be an effects tab that's now added because you added your effect. So go ahead and open up your effect and open up your luminetry. Then you can see all of our options that we have in here. Let's go under basic correction. And you can see saturation has a stopwatch, so go ahead and click on that. Then go down to any time in the video, and then go ahead and put that down to 0, and then watch your animation. So you can see it went from full color over to 0 saturation, where it has no color. So say you wanted to have 3 or more keyframes, and if you wanted to see what that looked like, so here we have our 100% saturation. We're going to go into the middle, and we're going to go down to 0, and then our very last keyframe, we're going to come back up to 100. Or actually, let's just go to 300. Let's just make it super ugly. So let's go ahead and watch our animation. It's going to go from 100 to 0 to 300 on the timeline. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. And like I said, it's the same thing for if you were to do audio. You can go ahead and hit on your stopwatch and then change any point in the timeline by altering your decibels. Then the audio is going to go from 0 decibels all the way up to 12 decibels. You can definitely think of animation as like a dip to black or a crossfade or something like that. It's all animating one point, changing or altering that property to the next point. So guys, this is the most simple way to do keyframing in After Effects. This also translates over to Adobe Premiere. It is the same exact concept. There's nothing different whatsoever. So say you want to delete all of these keyframes, but you don't want to just click and delete them all. There's two options to this. You can come here and select all of them and delete them, or you can come over to your property that you are changing and altering and go ahead and just click on the stopwatch, and it will destroy any of your keyframes that you have on this timeline. And again, that goes for any type of keyframing for any effect or any kind of transformative property or audio, and it's going to be all of the same concept. So in this video, I'm not going to go over the graph editor and how to make your animations more smooth. I highly suggest getting the Motion 2 plugin, or I think they came out with a Motion 3 by Mograph, which you guys can simply just search up and find it that way. I think the third one you have to pay for, but the second one is free. You guys can look into that. One of the videos I went over all of After Effects, and I go into depth a little bit about the graph editor, which will give you a really good idea if you don't want to get this plugin. I go over the graph editor and how to smooth out all of your animation. I hope that this was super helpful for you, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave a comment. I'll get back to you guys on that. If you want more tutorials on specific things in Adobe After Effects or even Adobe Premiere, let me know and I will create those tutorials, because I'm here to help you guys understand these programs so you guys can be 10 times better than you ever were. Anywho guys, I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. Deuce.